Rock the body, 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 body.
We're back with episode 9 of Michi-Chan's Raw Derby. On our first episode, we brought you the Arizona Derby Dames, Brutal Beauties versus the Bombshells from July 12, 2008. This bout was one half of a doubleheader. On this episode, we're presenting the other half of that doubleheader. The Schoolyard Scrappers was the Derby Dames Season 2 expansion team, captained by Rowdy Roulette with co-captain Frankie Fitz. The Scrappers were known for their blue plaid skirts, which was, in a way, an inspiration for the Michi-Chan identity. This team had a very special place in my heart. During Season 2, I was known as Michi-Chan Scrappers fan. The Runaway Brides was the Dames Season 3 expansion team, led by former coffin dragger Ann Thrash. For this expansion team, Thrash was able to bring over some Season 2 coffin dragger skaters, such as Bride's co-captain Dirty Martini, Detox, and Raisin Hell. I must admit, I loved the optics of this team in Season 3 with their uniforms and their Elvis impersonator mascot. This was prime time in the classic modern days, and over the years, I've seen my share of Derby, but nothing will ever compare to the experience of Arizona Derby Dames Season 3, both on track and off track. And as the song goes, these were the best of times. So with that, let's open the memory box again and go back to July 12, 2008, with the Schoolyard Scrappers taking on the Runaway Brides. But first, here are some things you need to know about our coverage on Raw Derby. Michi-Chan's Raw Derby is a journey into the early days of the modern resurgence of flat-track roller derby by highlighting how the game was played in Arizona, the second birthplace of modern roller derby. From 2007 to 2009, I produced 7 long-form video shows, first called the Arizona Derby Report and then later Michi-Chan's Real Derby. Think of these programs like Sports Center, but for Derby. They featured news, scores, standings, as well as highlight reels on the various roller derby bouts that were played in Phoenix and Tucson at the time. These highlight reels ran about 5 to 7 minutes in order to not just capture the highlighted moments of the game, but to also reflect the human element of the skaters and the fans. Michi-Chan's Raw Derby takes those bouts where most or all of the gameplay was recorded and now presents them in their entirety, jam by jam. While you're used to seeing recent roller derby coverage on live streams and YouTube with camera angles at elevated positions, the Michi-Chan way was much different. I'm not interested in the positioning of the skaters. I'm interested in the human side of the sport and capturing the action from the floor where the action was happening, not from the grandstands. Likewise, since our coverage at the time was intended mainly for highlight reels and not for full bout coverage, you should not expect a well-polished presentation of the game. Since I used a handheld camera and did not always use a tripod, you should expect the camera to shake at times, be out of focus, and to experience immediate shifting to other parts of the track, including the areas where action is not happening in anticipation for something to eventually happen. You will also hear my remarks, my calls of encouragement, score and time checks, as well as other things that you may not expect in roller derby coverage that's commonly seen today. Like I said, this is as raw can get. But if you can see past all this, you will experience for the first time what Arizona Derby lovers experienced in those early years. A time when fans were closer to the game and more involved. A time when skaters had more freedom to express themselves through their individual character. And a peek into how the game was originally played before it evolved into different styles based on national association. This is our state. This is our derby. This is Michi-Chan's Raw Derby. about the league for this bout. Arizona Derby Dames founded in 2005 as part of a league split from Arizona Roller Derby. In the first 4 years of the league, they were flat track roller derby, but then they went to banked track, which they're still doing today. They boast 5 home teams: the Brutal Beauties, the Bombshells, the Coffin Draggers, the Runaway Brides, the Doomsday Valkyries. They have a travel team, the Hot Shots, a juniors program called the Minor Assaults. They host tournaments, including Chingadera and Roller Rage, and when it comes into town, Battle on the Bank. They currently have a venue at the Hall of Dames, yes, their own venue, at 2517 West McDowell Road in Phoenix. For more information on this league, everything Arizona Derby Dames, including upcoming dates, visit ArizonaDerbyDames.com or look for them on Facebook. This bout pits the 2-1 Schoolyard Scrappers in white against the 2-1 Runaway Brides in black. This was the final bout of the AZDD Regulation Season 3. This bout was held at the former Castle Sports Club in Phoenix on July 12, 2008. The Dames played 2 periods of 15 minutes each, with the period clock stopping between each jam. This game features the classic modern 2-whistle start, along with lead jammers and grand slams. This game was played under the AZDD house rules. They tolerate extended takedowns, but then again, the refs can only call what they can see. We're on the original camera with our historic 4:3 aspect ratio. I shot the bout from turn 3 with a tripod in the standing position. This bout contains full Michi commentary and play calling. All jams were recorded. So with that, let's go to the castle for Arizona Derby Dames Summer Slam. Scrappers versus Brides coming up right now.
All right, here we go with Scrappers and Brides. Brides are wearing black tonight, so they don't get confused with the Scrappers. Kill and Vanessa Velocity. And here we go. That's Vanessa Velocity out in front. And they're giving her a lead jam. We have a lead jam for the Runaway Brides. And here comes Perfecta Kill is through. Jamming debut, it's Ms. Nasty. And TBD number 1, Fresh Meat Jam. Here we go. All right. I'm glad to be able to call this name again. Here comes Ms. Nasty. Ms. Nasty trying to make her way through Raising Hell, but TBD number 1 is on the inside. Rolly Frioli comes down on the backstretch. I hope she's okay. Here comes Ms. Nasty trying to make her way through. Welcome to Arizona Derby Dames, Ms. Nasty. Rolly Frioli is hurt. All right, here we come. Ms. Nasty trying to make her way through, and they're calling the jam probably because of Rolly Frioli. Rolly Frioli down on the backstretch. She did go down a little early into this jam, and Rowdy's talking to her right now. Rolly Frioli has quite a following. She actually has a Rolly Frioli section here at the bouts. people watch on Rolly Frioli there. We got two ex-bruisers in the Scrappers now. Cruella DeMille. Oh no! Rolly Frioli coming off with a knee. Alright, Derby fans, let's hear it for Rolly Frioli. We have Lex Mosh and Rowdy jamming. And here comes your pack. Here come your jammers. And here comes Rowdy Roulette, your Scrapper captain. Meanwhile, Lex Mosh. And Lex Mosh goes down in turn 1. Trying to make her way through, and Rowdy takes a spill in turn 4. Okay, Rowdy. Oh, we got Scrappers flying everywhere. Meanwhile, Lex Mosh is through. And where's Rowdy Roulette? Where's Rowdy? Rowdy getting a little bit of resistance there from a new girl whose name I still don't know yet. Fresh meat. Give me some time, folks. Give me some time. Rowdy's through. By the way, the score is 7-1 at the start of that jam. 7-1, Runaway Brides. There we go. We've got some penalty enforcement here on somebody, I thought. And that's a jam. Oh, Derby fans. Wow. Okay, we're going to have Mighty Menace up against Perfect to Kill. This jam is Mighty Menace and Perfect to Kill. 11-3, 11:52 remaining. There goes your pack. Here come your jammers. Almost a little bit of a false start there on Mighty Menace. And here we go. We got Perfect to Kill trying to make her way through. But here comes Mighty Menace, ready to take on Fondle Me and Cat Von Double D's. And is she going to make her way through? Oh, she goes down. Everybody's down. Turn 1. Almost had an extended takedown there. Wow. That was funny though. Perfect to Kill. We're going to have to watch the replay on that one. And Thrush gives Mighty Menace the whip. Mighty Menace is through. But Perfect to Kill is in scoring position. And here she comes. Here she comes. Cruella DeMille trying to make the way through for her. And here we go. Oh! And Thrush going down right in front of me. Losing her balance. And that's the jam. Oh. your lead jammer. And Scottish Bagpipes is not that far behind. Meanwhile, the pack is getting itself set up and ready to go for these two very aggressive jammers. Ms. Nasty with a lot of jamming experience, former AZRD, former Arizona Bruiser, Phoenix City Roller. And here she comes, Ms. Nasty trying to make her way through the pack. Getting a little bit of a help there, and she calls the jam. She calls the jam. And that was Ms. Nasty. We now have Ms. Nasty back out there again for another jam. And Vanessa Velocity. Meanwhile, Rowdy is talking to the refs about something. Alright, here comes your pack. Here come your jammers. Here we go. Once again, it's Ms. Nasty. That's an interrupting. And Lolo comes right into us here in turn 3. Hello, Lolo. Alright, here we go. Vanessa Velocity is through. Ms. Nasty is through. They're giving Vanessa Velocity lead jam. We have a lead jam for the brides. All right. Yeah. And the jam is called. That's jam. League. I love this league. All right, here we go. We got Roddy Roulette against TBD number 1. All right, here we go. Oh! Oh! And Detox gives Hillary Skank a push right in front of the penalty ref. Boy, that's asking for trouble. All right, meanwhile. But the refs did see it. It was right in front of them. Meanwhile, Detox is still skating. All right, here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. TBD number 1 trying to make her way through. My turn 3 penalty ref trying to get Detox off the rink. All right, here we go. All right, here comes Rowdy. Rowdy trying to make her way through still. All right. All right, Rowdy still trying to make her way through. Meanwhile, TBD number 1 in point scoring mode here. And that's the jam. Okay, we have Perfecta Kill and Lex Mosh. And let's see, do we have a short pack for the Scrappers? Whoa. I see. Taking a run into all of her clothes off. Frankie Fitz trying to take a hit on Lex Mosh. pads and getting herself ready for more. Perfecta Kill still in the jam, trying to make her way through. And there she goes. And here comes Perfecta Kill. Cap on double D's trying to make her way through. But Ann Thrash is going to give her a little bit of resistance. But nope, here she comes. Here comes Lex Mosh. Lex Mosh is through. Cap on Perfecta Kill still being worked on by Thrash. Raising Hell takes a little trip, and that's the jam. Holy crap. We've got Mighty Menace and Ms. Nasty. Rolly Frioli back on her feet a little bit there. Here comes your pack. Here come the jammers. We got Mighty Menace and Ms. Nasty. Mighty Menace trying to make her way through. Ms. Nasty. Oh, nice hit. Ms. Nasty into the turn 3 crowd. And Ms. Nasty did not like that. Meanwhile, Mighty Menace with ruffles and all is through. Oh, Mighty Ms. Vanessa Velocity, Ms. Nasty going at it there a little bit. And there goes Lolo. Pretty Please down on the back stretch. Saying, pretty please, Oliver Kozov, can I get through, please? Pretty please. Nice skate name, let me tell you. Here comes Mighty Menace, and Mighty Menace is through. Ms. Nasty is through. Both of these teams mean business, keeping this bout very low scoring and very unpredictable. Oh! Vanessa Velocity, oh my God! And here we go! Post camera, post fight. And that's Lolo and Vanessa Velocity. That was Lolo. Hit there by Lolo on Vanessa Velocity. Alan the Dick on the mic saying, naughty, naughty, naughty. We now have Rowdy and Scottish Bagpipes going at it here. Here we go. Scottish Bagpipes making her way through on the outside. Scottish Bagpipes trying to make her way through. Scottish Bagpipes trying to do what she can. But where's Rowdy? Rowdy getting worked on by Thrash. And Thrash finally pushes Rowdy into turn 2. Alright, here we go. And Scottish Bagpipes is through. Meanwhile, here comes Rowdy. Rowdy trying to make her way through. Looks like they gave lead jam to Rowdy. No, she's scoring. Now it's A-Malicious. A-Malicious going down on the front stretch. Rowdy calls the jam. And we've got jamming for the Scrappers. And Vanessa Velocity for the Runaway Brides. But here comes Perfecta Kill. Perfecta Kill is through. Vanessa Velocity caught up all over the place. Frankie Fitz giving her a push into turn 4. Meanwhile, Perfecta Kill trying to make her way through. Vanessa Velocity all over the place there in turn 1. But Perfecta Kill is through, and she's scoring. We're definitely going to see some Scrapper points this time. As time starts to roll down on this half, Scrappers have a chance to close in here. This is still anybody's bout. Here comes Perfecta Kill. Oh! And Oliver Closeoff on the good doctor. Oliver Closeoff shows 9 for the Scrappers. 36-30. Brides over the Scrappers. Final jam first half. It's Ms. Nasty and TBD number 1. Here we go. And it's gonna be. Here we go. It's gonna be. Here comes Ms. Here comes TBD number 1. TBD number 1 is through for the Brides. Ms. Nasty's through. Both jammers are through. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes TBD number 1 on the outside. Here we go. TBD number 1 is through. Meanwhile, Ms. Nasty is backed up behind Thrash. Cat on Double D's trying to help her get through. Here comes Ms. Nasty. Now up against Raising Hell and Mighty Menace. And Hate Your Face goes down. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Mighty Menace just working Ms. Nasty. Doing anything you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the half. And we got finally. And what a way to end the half.
One shout out to some ladies behind the glass, right over there. They cannot hear what I'm saying anyway. We're going to pick up your Boobs Rock t-shirts. We got tank tops too. Support these ladies in their effort to fight breast cancer. In 3 days, they will walk 60 miles this November.
It's not Bruiser Red, but you look good in a Scrapper skirt.
I'm a little sentimental. We did the Bruiser Cross.
All right, here we go. Second half. Scrappers, Brides. 41 to 34. Runaway Brides are ahead. This is anybody's bout. This bout can go either way. Whoever wins this one will now place second and will go against the Coffin Draggers in the semifinals. Actually, no. All right, here we go. And we've got Perfect to Kill. Jamming. And Vanessa Velocity. The winner of this bout is going to take on the Brutal Beauties in September. The loser will take on... That's not right either. It's so confusing, Derby fans. I'm not even going to try. All right, here we go. And Perfect to Kill goes down. The winner of this bout will take on the Coffin Draggers. The loser will take on the Beauties. That's what's going to happen in September. We just need to know which teams they're going to be. As promised, this bout was not going to be predictable. "20 feet in the dames? All right, here we go. Vanessa Velocity is through. Perfect to Kill, trying to make her way through. Meanwhile, Hate Your Face goes down, and that's the jam. 43 to 36. Ms. Nasty against TBD number 1. And here we go. Here we go. And we've got A Malicious against Cruella de Mille there. Meanwhile, TBD number 1 breaks the pack, and so does Ms. Nasty. Ms. Nasty being given the lead. Lead jammer, Scrappers. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. And there we go. And we got extended takedown. And that's Ms. Nasty and Anthrash. Ms. Nasty and Anthrash going at it. Oh my God, Derby fans. This is unbelievable. And Ms. Nasty calls the jam. And it's still going. The jam's been called, people. Ms. Nasty called the jam, and they still kept going. We have Lex Mosh out there, and it's a solo jammer. We are in prediction. Okay, we are getting a jammer, and it's Rowdy. Rowdy's jamming. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hate Your Face. Let's Mosh. Bundle Me. Rowdy. All together. Nice collision in turn 4. Meanwhile. All right, Rowdy down. Hate Your Face down in turn 3. But here comes Rowdy. Rowdy is through. Rowdy is through. It's so hard to keep up, people. Talk strips on Hate to Face. Here comes Rowdy. Rowdy is scoring. Rowdy is scoring. Things are still going, and that's the jam. That's the jam. 49-40. Brides still ahead by 9. We got Mighty Medicine, Perfect the Kill. And there we go. And Thrash taking down. And we got extended takedown. And Thrash and Perfect the Kill. And there it's in the Scrappers bench. Wow. Meanwhile, we have a derby, we have a jam going on here. Oh! Cap on Double D takes a hit on Mighty Menace. Here we go. And Mighty Menace takes a spill. This is it, folks. This is to decide positioning for September. This is a very important bout for both teams, and this is so close. Here we go. Mighty Menace is down. Mighty Menace getting a little bit of whip, but Corral DeMille is in there. Wow. Wow, wow. Solo jam, and that's the jam. Wow. Wow. Solo. We got Scottish bagpipe. It's 49-40. 9:40 remaining. And we've got Scottish bagpipes. Bagpipe solo jammer. Alright, here we go. That's Scottish bagpipe. Scottish bagpipe. Whoa! Nice! Nice! Frankie Fitz trying to give a trip. They call Frankie. Frankie's out. Looks like Laura Stubbs is trying to call the jammer. Laura Stubbs just tried to call somebody. It looked like she was trying to call Scottish bagpipes. Wow. 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 Rowdy Roulette. And that's Vanessa Velocity. Here comes Rowdy Roulette, trying to make her way through. Meanwhile, Vanessa Velocity cuts through, breaks, no lead jam. Rowdy goes down, turn 4, but she's back up. Meanwhile, Vanessa Velocity getting ready to collect. No deposit, no return. All right, here we go. Derby fans. This is looking good. Rowdy about to make her way. She's got to get through Thrash. Oh, nice! 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 And that was Pretty Please. Pretty Please, may I get through? Gave Aunt Thrash a nice little hit. And Thrash cuts the track. All right. Oh, we're having fun here tonight. And that's a jam. We have TBD number 1 and Perfect the Kill. And we have rough action. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Gwen Stefandia is out. TBD number 1 and Perfect the Kill. Here we go. All right, here we go. We have Perfect the Kill right in the rear, but TBD number 1 is midway through the back. Here comes TBD number 1 through the inside, and she's through. Perfect the Kill, trying to find her way through, but they got TBD number 1 going through. All right, here we go. All right, Perfect the Kill on her way through. This is still anybody's game. Anybody could still win this. The Scrappers need some points, and they need them now. Here comes Perfect the Kill, taking the whip off of Cruella. Perfect the Kill, trying to make her way through the inside. Got Detox to deal with, but Hothead Lucy's going to try to pave the way through for her. Gonna try to make her way through. She's gonna try. Now she's got to deal with Martini and Detox. That's a jam. Alright, here we go. It's 56-42, 5:10 remaining. We got Ms. Nasty and Lex Mosh. Here we go. Ms. Nasty needs to do some miracles here. And I think she's gonna do it. Ms. Nasty through lead jam Scrappers. Scrappers with the lead jam. They're behind by 14. They are behind. Through Thrash, and she gets by Thrash. Wow! Ms. Nasty's on fire. They're signaling her to call it off. They're signaling her to call it off. But she doesn't want to call it off. Here we go. Thrash giving Lex Mosh the whip. Nice hit by Hate Ya Face. But here comes Ms. Nasty. Ms. Nasty through, and that's the jam. Oh, Derby fans, wow. Look at that. 56, 51, 3:40 remaining. everybody. Wow. Wow. Mighty Menace and Hothead Lucy. 3:40 remaining, 56-51. Ahead for the Brides. And the crowd is chanting Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Here we go. Mighty Menace, Hothead Lucy. Here we go. Hothead Lucy trying to make her way through. Hothead Lucy trying to make her way through. Detox ready to try to work her. But here we go. And Mighty Menace sneaks by. Lead Jam, Runaway Brides. Meanwhile, here comes Hothead Lucy. Here comes Hothead Lucy. No, that was Detox who went down. Detox down on the scrapper bench. Meanwhile, Hothead Lucy's trying to go at it. We have a broken skate on Detox. Vanessa trying to give the whip there. Lolo way outside the 20 feet. But here we go. Here comes Hothead Lucy. Got to take on Dirty Martini. Detox Vanessa Velocity knocks her in front of the announcer's table. And Hothead Lucy is down. Hothead Lucy is down. Hothead Lucy's hurt. Call the jam. And that's the jam. A 2-minute warning here. We've got about 2 jams left here. We've got Scottish Bagpipes and Perfected Kill. Here we go. Here we go. Scottish Bagpipes. Here we go. Perfected Kill. Trying to make her way through. Wow. Wow. Perfected Kill is through. Lead Jam Scrappers. Wow there. And we've got Scottish Bagpipes is through. Derby fans, this is awesome. This is it. Really need the points now. Here we go. We're getting close, Derby fans. There should be time for one more jam. Should be time for one more jam. That's a jam. All right. 63-52. Final jam. Runaway Brides are ahead. This game is in prediction. We're going to take Ms. Nasty and Vanessa Velocity. And the crowd is cheering Nasty. Here comes the pack. Jammers! This is it, folks. This is too close to call. Brides up by 11. off to work, Nash. This is your time. This is the place. Welcome to the Arizona Derby Dames, Ms. Nashke, as she tries to make her way through. This game is going to be really close. Wow. 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 No time for a final jam fight on this one. This is serious business. Velocity is through. Velocity's picked up 3 points. And this game is over. And it's the Runaway Brides. And we have final jam fight.
Let's go have a hot dog and watch it down with my buddies.
Here we go. All right. And that's a fun final jam fight. Oh my God. That was good. Good stuff. And we've got the brides. And there we go. We've got Runaway Brides. All right. 54. All right. Yes. There we go. Good job, Thrash. Good job, everybody. Wow. Wow. And Michi-Chan almost gets hit by Lolo's helmet. So here we go. Here we go. It's all planned out for September. We have the Brutal Beauties taking on the Schoolyard Scrappers. The Runaway Brides will take on the Coffin Draggers.
Thank you, Phoenix. Good night.
Both games in prediction.
Hey, we got some raffle tickets. We got some stuff to give away. Artist is over there at MICHI-SPORTS tonight.
Wow, wow.
It's going to hand out the raffle tickets. Yes. She's got multi-faceted coffin draggers. She jams, she blocks, pivots, does it all.
All right.
MICHI-CHAN the wrist, drink a little bit of your blood, and you'll love her for doing it.
All right, we did it. We did it.
All the fans dressed in white can't wait for this night. I'm on the backstretch waiting for the first jam. I love those veils in their hair. They wear maroon and white and ruffled underwear. The beauties and the scrappers better run and hide from Dirty Martini and Thrash and the Runaway Brides. The Runaway Brides. Mighty Menace on the jammer line, waiting for the right time. Detox and Step on You, ready to help her through. Vanessa and Stiletto are racking up the points. Then Lex Mosh gets the whip, 11-point Bride Jam. I love those veils in their hair. They wear maroon and white and ruffled underwear. If you know what's best, you better not collide with a malicious raising hell and the Runaway Brides. The Runaway Brides.
loyalty will always watch your back. Sin vicious through the pack, and then she gets Lee Jam. Jacked heart, Michi-Chan's future derby wife. I love those veils in their hair. They wear maroon and white and ruffled underwear. The beauties and the scrappers better run and hide from Dirty Martini and Thrash and the Runaway Brides. The Runaway Brides.